welcome back. Or if you're just joining, my name is Maya, and welcome to my channel, Cranley Place, where I'm focused on Hermes scarf style, knot tutorials, and more. Before we get started, let me give a shout out to all the new channel members and special welcome to the new knot connoisseurs and elegant insiders. If you haven't already, be sure to check out the membership options. In this video, I'll discuss a 90cm silk twill from Hermes's Spring-Summer 2024 collection called Twilly au Bloc Liste Vernis by Gianpaolo Pagni. This is one that appeared on websites not that long ago, and as a result, I completely missed it in my roundup reviews earlier this year. That said, I'll start with some background about the artist, talk a bit about the design inspiration, and then take a deep dive into one of the available colorways for styling possibilities. Let's get started. Gianpaolo Pagni is an Italian artist and illustrator who lives and works in Paris. His work is born from and constantly developed around graphic experimentation, seriality, and recycling by using different media such as painting, decoupage, stamp drawing, engraving, lithography, and artist's books. Image books without text are one of the most important aspects of his work, regardless of whether they are for children or not. He is also the author of posters for the cultural field and collaborates with many newspapers and publishers in France, Italy, United Kingdom, and United States. He regularly exhibits his work in France and abroad. Stamps are tools that allow me to draw and compose endlessly, explains Gianpaolo Pagni, who uses the age-old printing implements to arrange punchy patterns. First, I created a personal graphic vocabulary made up of shapes, lines, and materials, he says. Then these elements are turned into stamps. Over the years, with the help of the House of Hermes, his compositions have been splashed across beach towels, blankets, scarves, and wallpapers. Pagni has collaborated with Hermes since 2011 when he created a design called Tamponnable, his first carré in which he collected elements of tamponnable or stampable objects he found on the street, at home, or in friends' houses, such as lighters, cassette tapes, and buttons. Each object was then numbered and indexed to create an inventory and travel diary. In my work, the idea of strata and confrontation between the past and present is always important, he explains. I create a new story, a reinterpretation through color, shapes, materials, and patterns. There's no official story on this yet, so this is all speculation on my part. If you look closely at this design, these are Hermes twillies laid out for their screen printing process, and the artist gives us a peek at the varnish block step, which I'll explain in a minute. But first, I'll give a brief overview of silk screen printing, the process Hermes uses to produce their scarves. If you missed my detailed video on the process, I'll put a link in the upper corner. Silk screen printing, also known as screen printing or serigraphy, is a versatile and popular printing technique that has been used for centuries. Originating in China during the Song Dynasty, which was 960 to 1279 AD, it later spread to other parts of Asia and eventually to Europe and the rest of the world. Today, it's widely used in various industries including art, fashion, advertising, and manufacturing. The process of silkscreen printing involves using a mesh screen stretched tightly over a frame. Traditionally, silk was used for the screen, hence the name, but nowadays polyester or nylon mesh is more common due to its durability and affordability. The mesh is coated with a light, sensitive emulsion. An stencil of the desired design is created on the screen, either by hand or photographically, leaving the areas to be printed open and blocking out the rest. Once the stencil is ready, the screen is placed on top of the substrate, such as paper, fabric, or plastic, to be printed. Ink is then applied to the screen and pressed through the mesh using a squeegee, transferring the design onto the substrate below. Each color in the design requires a separate screen and printing pass, allowing for intricate and colorful designs to be achieved. Now, the varnish block, as we've now learned, is a step in Hermès's silkscreen printing, and it's especially used in processes where a glossy or a matte finish is desired on specific areas of the print. In this case, the varnish block refers to a screen that is used to apply a clear varnish onto the substrate. This varnish can add various effects such as gloss, matte, or even textures to the printed material. It's often used to highlight certain design elements or to add a protective layer to the print. The varnish block is prepared similarly to the other screens used in silkscreen printing, with the design to be varnished being exposed on the screen using the photographic emulsion process. Then, the varnish is applied through the screen onto the substrate in the desired areas. I've only seen this in 2 colorways so far, plus there's a plissé or pleated 90cm version and an embroidered triangle out this season. For looking at color pairing possibilities, I'll use the bleu, rose, and vert colorway. Let's examine how we can pair this in a wardrobe. First, let's look at the colors that we see. Blues, pinks, greens, oranges, reds, yellows, black, and white. Starting with the colorway name, blue's complementary color opposite is orange, which is in this colorway. Pink lies on the color wheel between purple and red. Its complementary color opposite is green, which is also in the scarf. We see red in the scarf and no purple, but we'll see how we can make it work with that hue. Adjacent to orange on the color wheel are yellow and red, which are both in the scarf. And blue's color wheel neighbors include purples and green. Obviously, there's already green in the scarf. And again, while there isn't any outright purple, with blues, greens, and pinks, there are ways to make that color pairing work too. The universal neutrals in it, as always, will work with anything. So let's take a look at how this pairs with colors around the wheel. So there you have it, some background about the artist, design inspiration, and styling possibilities for this scarf from Hermès's Spring-Summer 2024 season. Please like and share the video if you enjoyed it, and let me know what you think in the comments. In future episodes, I'll share other scarf reviews, tutorials, and more, so be sure to hit that subscribe button to be notified of new videos. Thanks again for joining me today. Until next time!